hate the slurping.
Whoa! Hey, yo, what's
Welcome
up?
to the Player Essence podcast. I am your host for this evening. I just decided that right now.
Yeah, here we go. Go
Jordan
ahead.
Fringe. F is for Fringe. Welcome, Fringe Boy in the house. We have a stacked cast tonight. Obviously, the returning veterans. We have OJ in the house. This is his channel. He doesn't really need an introduction, but here's one anyway. Say hello. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Great intro. Very original. Very awesome. And Mandy, what up? How you been? What's new? How's life?
It's good. Can't complain.
Good. That's what I like hearing. And we have a secret special. Well, it's not a secret. I've actually been promoting
It's
it
no
on
secret.
Twitter. It's not a secret
It's
anymore.
actually in the title too. It says with
It's in the
special
title.
guest stealth.
Okay, well, see, there we go. It's not even. It's a secret if you don't read, like me. So, stealth, everybody's out of the bag. He's here. What up? How you doing? Why are you on this crappy podcast?
Thanks for having me on, and why I'm on is a very good question.
Go on.
Continue on, stealth.
But yeah, I mean, OJ and I have, we've known each other for, a while on Twitter, and, we've always wanted to connect and do something, and, now, while I'm on this 3-month kind of staycation I'm on right now, it seemed a 3-week staycation seemed like a good idea.
You're at a stay-home sabbatical.
I'm
You're
on a
here,
sabbatical.
though.
I
But
am
you're
here.
here. You're here. We're going to talk about a lot of awesome topics tonight. I don't know what's going to happen.
A few awesome topics and maybe one not so awesome topic.
Few awesome. You heard it here first. We're going to have at least a few awesome topics and one that's going to make stealth pretty uncomfortable, but he's here to play along because that's what we do on this podcast. We take some of it seriously 60% of the time, all the time. OJ, why don't you
55.2% of the time. Jesus,
Oh,
dude.
sorry.
Come on.
He went
you get
to
the
college.
host and you
I
messed up
did
the
it.
damn percentages. Come on.
I didn't go to college. I dropped out and became
I went
a
to college and
YouTuber.
have no idea what I'm doing. I've got
It's a
2
big
degrees
yikes for me.
and don't know anything.
2
I feel
degrees.
you on that. I
Two.
feel you.
And a minor, and you still don't know.
And a minor. You're right. I got a minor
boy.
from my junior college.
Yikes.
And a minor. Yeah. I don't even remember what I got my minor in, but I know I got one.
Wow.
Hey, so I heard about this game called Smash Bros.
Oh yes.
Awesome.
Is that the game where where you fight other
Yes.
people? It's like a party game. It's not.
Yeah, it's a
very
party game, right.
competitive. Is that the game like where you throw
Super
items at each
Super Mario Bros. Ultimate. It's a brand new experience on the Switch U. We're gonna talk about its sales figures. So OJ, why don't you? It's you. This is your game here, buddy. You talk about it.
It's interesting, guys. Let me put on my It's interesting. So Super
God,
Smash
you look
Bros.
so much like Coach Essence today.
Look, man, dude. This
You look like you have a big game tonight. You better go out with your clipboard. Be like, all right,
coaches
we gotta do
don't
this.
wear this. This is a fashion.
No, it's like cold outside. It's like slightly raining. It's one of those the big game tonight,
Slightly
like
the
the
big-
rival school.
like is there like remember the Titans type of
Yeah,
deal?
remember the Titans type shit. Oops. Yikes. Anyway,
Yeah. So yeah, Super Smash
Smash.
Bros. Ultimate 5 million. We got some new sales numbers, right? We got some new sales numbers. This is where Stealth's. This is his market of
Yeah.
expertise here. 5 million in 3 weeks. So I wanted to kind of pass.
No, 5 million in 3 days.
3 days. 3 days.
it's barely been out 2 weeks.
This is why we got Stealth here to correct mistakes like this. 5 million in 3 days, not 3 weeks. It's not even been out
5
3
million
weeks.
in 3 days. Is that the
3
new Jake Paul song?
3 days, 5 million, according to Nikkei or Nikki. I don't know how you say these people. Japanese business newspaper. And I know Stealth, you've counted data before with lots of different games and stuff like that. Stealth, on a scale of 1 to 10, then your own personal opinion, how impressive is this launch? Since we have a market, research expert here with us, how impressive is this launch that you've seen out of all of gaming, especially for exclusives? How impressive is this to you?
This is kind of ridiculously impressive. Putting into perspective that, the Switch only has an install base of around 20 million. Smash is still a fighting game. And you compare that to something like Spider-Man that launched on, an 80 million install base on PlayStation 4. Only sold 3 million in 3 days. So, comparing it to the other biggest launch of the year, It's really ridiculously impressive, and it's on pace right now to be the highest selling fighting game ever, which is pretty crazy.
The previous highest selling fighting game is
Brawl.
Brawl. Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't combine Smash 3DS and Wii U together for Smash 4. Like you don't combine those two.
Not
different
really,
games.
because then it opens up the can of worms of combining all the Street Fighter 2 entries.
Yeah.
And then there's been a million of them. So
But here's the thing that I would say with this, and I think this is a good discussion to have, Stealth. Glad
Yeah.
that you're here for this. So when people talk about that, because I've heard people say, okay, well, if you combine Street Fighter 2s, but didn't a lot of the Street Fighter 2s, they changed the mechanics, so technically it was a different game at times too? Like Street Fighter 2 Turbo over the
make
regular
that
Street
case, yeah.
Yeah, so whereas like Smash 4, the Smash 4s or Smash Wii U, they are mechanically the exact same game.
Graphics are different.
Yeah.
The graphics are different, but like, if you know how to play Smash on 3DS, you instantly know how to play Smash on Wii U.
Nope, graphics are different. Two different games.
Nope.
They're the same game.
Nope, one's cell shaded, one's not. You know what can you do about it?
The controls are so like no.
But it's not a. You could use a 3DS
Can I-
on the Wii U. You can use a
Yeah,
3DS
as a
controller on the Wii U.
controller.
Yeah,
As a controller.
yeah, it's the same game.
No.
Hmm.
Stages are
That's right.
different.
There's differences. It's like same, but different. You know?
Mechanically, it's the same game.
Mechanically, schmelanically, it's
Yeah.
different.
Okay,
It's a
I'm not
port.
the only. I guess I'm one of the few people that just combine the smashes. Okay, so I get it. Okay, I get it. You guys aren't willing to give up on that one there. Okay, I got you guys. So essentially, the best one would be Brawl was the best fighting game.
Yeah, it sold about 13.5 million.
Thir-
Give or take a couple 100,000.
Yeah. Okay, so 13 million, and that's on an install base of 100 million with the Wii.
I don't know how much we sold. I don't think it was 100 million.
We
'cause
sold
Smash-
100 million.
Yeah, it sold 100 million, but at the time that Smash Brawl came out, I don't think it was at that point yet.
That's true, but Brawl sold all the way up until literally
That's
almost till Smash Wii U came out. Remember,
Yeah.
it was like in the media crate sales charts, but back when
Yeah, I
you
remember.
back when you weren't banned on Gamatsu. I mean,
Oh boy. Oh,
There it
that was
is,
so many years
everyone.
ago.
Brawl
I mean,
would
it's hard
show
to
up like
find
on the
sites
top.
I'm not banned on, so.
Brawl would show up on like the media crate sales charts, like
Yeah.
leading up until Smash Wii U.
But
So it was
but
still
the really impressive thing is so Dengeki is predicting that Smash in Japan is going to sell at least 2 million units by the end of December. And you have to assume that by the end of December it's going to sell another million units or so in the US and another million units in Europe. So like realistically when we get that 3-month update, Smash is going to be in that 10 to 15 million range already, which is really pretty crazy.
by like you're saying 3 months, so like February or January,
Probably.
or Marchish.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking, that it's looking that way. I mean, if it can sell 5 million in 3 days, and that's before the parents' holiday rush, and then like the gift card rush, because
And Smash has been number 1 on Amazon US for pretty much 2 months straight. I check almost every day to see how it is.
people don't see. Listen, here's the thing, Stealth. Here's the thing. Me and you, we're the only ones who
Yeah.
are doing this. I tried to tell people about these Amazon charts. They don't listen to us because
No.
people say, "Oh, well, you can cancel pre-orders and like all this." And I'm like, dude, it's not who's gonna cancel their Smash Brothers pre-orders. It's a
The
different
funny
thing.
thing is, I started posting those, and then you start seeing them on Reset Era, and then you start seeing them on all the other Nintendo sites. Like no one cared about Amazon charts before, before I started posting them all the time.
No one cared but me.
Yeah, no one cared but you. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that say though? It's a successful game,
Yeah.
but Amazon is not the only place to get the game.
Well, that's
No, it's just an indicator, really, because Amazon is pretty much the largest digital retailer for games. It's just the indicator.
It's a good indicator, though. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it was a pretty good indicator, especially when you look at how well it's doing. Also, like you can look at stuff like a lot of the correlating, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can see how long that game was pre-ordered on there, and then look at how well the game sold and still continues to sell. I mean, it's a pretty big indicator because people have started just ditching going to stores in general and just getting a lot of their games sent to them from Amazon. Like a lot of people do that, especially back in the Amazon Prime days when you used to get like a discount on them. you know.
Yeah.
So
And then and the other thing I like
Falcom.
that it's updated hourly, so it's not like it's updated once and then you don't see it get updated again for another month. It's constantly updated, so it's pretty good to use.
yeah. So
Did you guys expect this game not to do these kind of numbers? Like, I think it was very predictable
Well, I
for
think
this
everyone-
game to
yeah.
be massive.
but did you expect like 2 million more than freaking God of War though, or like
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah.
This is Smash Bros.
I don't
This
know
is
if I
it has
expected
all the
that.
characters. This is the game
Yeah,
that people mostly bought the Switch for. Yes,
I remember-
this is a big game.
I remember I tweeted that Smash would probably outsell Spider-Man by a good margin, and man, that
You got-
was
you got-
Almost double.
You got pummeled, dude.
yeah, that was fire.
you were getting. I remember that. I remember that tweet. I
Yeah.
was like, man. And what if he's right? You guys are gonna disappear. You guys are gonna be like the Madara, the GIF. You guys are gonna like just that Madara where he just disappears when he puts his. You guys are gonna be like the and that's exactly what happens when you're right
Yeah.
on something. They'll sit there. They'll disappear. But if you get something wrong, they'll be there to let you know. You know. So I don't know, Mandy. What do you think about this?
It's doing well, and that's a good thing. I mean, I don't really focus on sales or anything because, like, it's doing good.
What if the game sells 10 copies and we never get another one?
Well, I
Well,
doubt
it's the ultimate version. It's everything you ever want.
I mean, if it's an important game to jumpstart a series, then maybe I'll look at the numbers, how it's doing. But Smash is like you expect it to do good.
You want to have a large base. Here's the reason why it's important for those who I mean, I'm not telling you guys to care about it, but the reason why it's important, and this is the reason why people say this, especially with fighting games, and I know this is Smash and we all knew it was going to do well, but a lot of other fighting games would kill for these numbers. Dragon Ball FighterZ, that is probably the other most recent popular fighting game, best-selling fighting game. That sold 3.5 million the last time we heard about it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's at around 4 million with Switch and all that. So that's that, and that's Dragon Ball. That's one of the most popular licenses in the whole world, and that's at 4 million. And you want to have a player base because nothing's worse than going online and not being able to find matches. Anybody Street Fighter
Yeah.
30th anniversary collection? Anybody? Yeah.
I'm a big fan of King of Fighters 14. You can't find anybody online.
Damn.
And,
Yeah.
and to put this also in perspective, Mortal Kombat 10, which, other than Smash, was one of the highest selling fighting games recently, has sold 5 million lifetime on 3 platforms: PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And Smash did that in 3 days, and it took, Mortal Kombat 10, 2 years to do that. So, it's really impressive for a fighting game to do that. Smash is in a league of its own in terms of sales, really.
It's very impressive for the party game that it is, right,
Oh
OJ?
my god.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best.
Yeah, every
selling
time I
party game
talk
of all
about it,
time.
I get one tweet that's like, "Oh, but it's a party game, right?"
Yeah, you gotta wait for that party game guy, and then you ask him, okay, well, how much have you played Smash? Do you know how to play? Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I want you to go to Evo and play it like a party game and see how you do.
Yeah, you got people who are really bad at the game who say that. But it's interesting. The funny thing is, it's usually people that are really bad at the game who say that. That's the funniest thing. I'm like, well, how
I'm
good?
really bad.
No, people that are really bad at the game, like Abaddon
Oh.
JV4 stock bad at the game. Just to let you guys know.
Dang, dude, he's calling out his own audience.
No. Well, me and my boy
Dang.
Abaddon were cool and all, but he got JV4 stock. So
Dang.
let me explain to you guys what a JV4 stock is. So essentially, it's, if you have 3 stocks, right? You have 3 stocks and you're playing somebody, you're fighting one-on-one, and then basically Abaddon didn't hit me the whole game. We played last night. It was his Toon Link. Now, Abaddon's a good player, but his Toon Link is dead. I beat him so bad, his Toon Link is removed from the screen. The Toon Link disappeared from his screen. After you get JV4 stock, his Toon Link is no longer on his on his correct character select screen, and he has to re-unlock Toon Link after that body bag that he got. So I just wanted to make sure that I say that about
How
his
is that
Toon
even a thing? You can play a match where you lose your character?
It's a joke.
I was about to say, I was like,
That'd
what
be pretty
is this new
awesome
rule?
if the stakes were so high that your character's unlocked or relocked if you lost.
Yeah, so now you have to
Dude.
go and spend 10 minutes doing something else again to re-unlock.
If you get JV4 stock, that should happen to you. In my opinion, if you use a character and get JV4 stock, as in you don't hit somebody else in a one-on-one match, it should de-unlock the character. It should relock the character. That's my
That'll be
proposition.
fun
Yikes.
for like a mode or something. Like you make it.
I'm calling it right. I'm sorry, Abaddon. I'm sorry that I had to say that, but you're
You
too
should
late.
relock every character that you've unlocked up to that point in punishment.
I had to pour out a 4. I don't drink, but I had to pour out a 40 for this man's Toon Link, dude. He's
Hey, a 40 don't gotta be alcohol.
that's
You can have a
true.
40 ounce of like apple juice, you know?
Yeah,
Pour
when
it
we
out.
pull out a sparkling strawberry kiwi, got to pour one out for this man's Toon Link.
Yikes! Why
Pour
are you
out
so
a
California?
bottle of milk. You know how Toon Link drinks the milk or whatever? Or is that Young Link drinks the milk? Pour out a bottle of milk for this man's Toon Link. Oh, man. Moo Moo milk. Pour out a bottle of Moo Moo milk. Everybody at home. He said if you get a JV4, you have to factor reset the game data.
I would hate.
Oh my gosh, we are destroying this man, Abaddon. No, Abaddon's a good player. His Toon Link's just hot garbo. All right, so we just need to move on to the next topic.
I want a
Fringy.
Sprite cranberry.
Fringy, what do we got here, man?
Sorry, I was reading the.
Yes, hi, I am the host this evening. So we talked about Smash, the sales, pretty crazy, right? Let us know your thoughts in that live comment section, and make sure to give us a like because there's a lot of people in here, not a lot of likes. You know the drill. Don't let me, Mandy. You know what to do.
Mandy.
You know what to do.
Yeah, please hit that like button. I would appreciate it.
Yeah,
And I want that Sprite cranberry.
and get that Sprite cranberry. Open up a PO box; they'll be sent to you in a minute. I guarantee it.
Man, I like some cranberry. That stuff's good.
So, aside from the Sprite cranberry conversation that we're having right now, our next topic is: you ever heard of the game series called Ease?
No.
Okay, well, there's 9. There's
Yes.
Ease 9 and Falcom. That's the next topic.
Falco.
I know it's like a JRPG.
Yeah, though there was one that came out on the Switch just this year.
Yeah, it's like not W, but Y.
Ease, yeah. Ease 8 La Cremosa of Dana, the most smooth the smoothest name for an RPG ever.
Don't expect me to repeat.
La Cremosa of Dana. It's
Imagine going to like Walmart and asking for that game.
What'd you say?
Imagine going to Walmart and asking for that game.
They have
we
no
have a
idea.
copy of.
You don't do that. You just have to find it yourself.
Yeah, you don't go. Walmart doesn't even want you to be there. First of all,
Or, like,
Walmart
everywhere
I mean, they might be
else.
able to help you find Madden or some sports game, but not that.
They got a
I was
whole
just-
rack of Madden and NBA 2K.
Yeah.
I would just like show them a picture because I won't be able to.
La Cremosa of Dana.
I would say just open the case and let me start browsing.
You can't say that name, Mandy.
No, I'm bad at pronouncing things, especially
Me too, but I can say La
foreign
Cremosa.
thing.
Just go repeat. Say La Cremosa.
But that doesn't even say that on it. Says
La
Y.
Cremosa.
La Cremosa.
How is
La
that?
Cremosa.
La Cremosa.
Well, Lacrimosa.
No, you got La Cremosa.
La Cremosa.
Roll the R a little bit.
The Walmart person's gonna look at me like crazy. Like,
Man, this is a great game. But anyway, I wanted to talk to Stealth about this because Stealth also loves Japanese RPGs. He's a huge
do.
Japanese
Yeah.
RPG fan. So am I, and so is Fringe when he feels like it.
And any right-thinking person should be.
Any normal there we go, Stealth. Any normal thinking person should be. And so Stealth, Ease 9 and Falcom. I know you do like Falcom, don't you? You're a big fan. We got some jokes between me and Stealth there because we follow each other on Twitter. So this whole saga with Falcom and Nintendo and the back and forth between them. But what were your thoughts? Because we didn't have much information, but there's a brand new Ease game, and I haven't covered it yet on a PD News or anything. Brand new Ease game, Ease 9.
Yeah.
What's the name of the subtitle of the name or whatever? I forgot what the name was. But
I forgot it too.
Ease 9, like
Yeah.
Black Clover or
Ease
something?
9, another oath in Felgana. That's a new oath.
that's
It's
a crazy
Oath
name.
Part 2.
What is
I've played Ease
Okay.
before.
Ease 9 Monstrum Nox.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's a
no.
title.
That is a title. What the hell does anybody know?
I have a
what Monstrum
feeling that they
Nox
just
means?
have like a Latin dictionary and they just pick words from it and then make the title out of that.
That's gonna be like if you try to put that on your YouTube video about it, it's gonna like run out of space.
I feel like every Japanese RPG, like that's how they pick titles for like half of their series names or their undertitles. They'll just be like, okay, we need something that's like out there, but like understandable, but like a little pretentious. So let's see. Ah, yes, here's some random Latin.
Yeah,
Like-
that's usually how it is.
Thanks.
It-
Appreciate you.
does anybody know what this actually? What does Monstrum Nox mean? What does that?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
It's something in the game, I'm guessing.
I mean, smash that like button.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna Google just
I thought
Monstrum
Octopath
Nox.
Traveler was a lot.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
It could be made up too.
Is that made up?
Octopath is made
It
up.
could be.
Octopath,
Octopath is.
Octopath means something.
I know Octopath means that there's 8 characters
Yeah.
with different paths
I
you
know
can take,
that.
but it's a made up word.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Oh,
It's
very
a made up word. You know what it means, but it's
very.
like
What the hell is Monstrum Nox? I can't think of what that
Latin.
means though. And what's a Lacrimosa Dana? What is that either? I
you
mean,
never heard of a
alright.
Lacrimosa Dana? Dude, you get cultured. You run a gaming channel.
I
Like,
thought Kingdom Hearts
That's
was
no
bad.
excuse.
You
Like
mean you don't know
used
all the
specialize
fake
in-
continents out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, fake continents. That's what I should have got my major in fake continents just so I can
Yeah,
do better at my job.
JRPG continents.
That should be a class, dude. Monster.
That shit, I would take it.
No, Octopath is not a real word. We're not saying Octopath.
No, it's not a real word.
I'm sorry.
So wait a minute. Octopath's a real word now? Wait a minute.
No.
It is
It just
now,
sounds like it
but
could
it's
be
not real. Like it's a fake word that
Yeah.
now is a word, but it's not in a dictionary.
It'll probably
Or
get
a
into it
thesaurus.
later.
Nox means night. That's what somebody says.
Monster Night.
Monster night.
Monster
Okay.
Monstrous Night. Ooh, spooky. It's a horror game
That's
now.
That's a good title.
I'm waiting for the Western version is gonna be called Ease 8 Talladega Nights. That's what it's just
Yo, put my boy Ricky Bobby in an Eve game. Yo,
That's the
Ease
Western.
9, Ease 9, Shake Your Bake edition. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm about that.
I'm
Yes.
I'm waiting for that, man. I'm waiting.
And it comes with a free copy of the movie on UMD for your
Oh.
PSP.
That, remember UMDs? Remember when you booted up a UMD? You got some like a freaking spinning blade.
I remember when I first got a PSP and I saw the UMDs, I'm like, oh, the disc is in a nice protective shell. I was trying to open the shells again.
I was trying to open them too.
I was like, how would I know? I'm a kid. It looks like it's a case to take the
my
disc out.
gosh, dude. It's
I thought it was just for protection. You know, you always should have protection, especially for your discs.
Yeah, you should.
Anyway,
Yeah. So this game is a PS4 exclusive, and I want to talk to Stealth about this because I know Falcom has had some things that they've said here or there with
Yeah.
Nintendo, and Falcom has stated that they do not dislike Nintendo or anything.
Yeah.
That they're just a small company, and they want to, they feel that their base is on PlayStation or whatever the case is. However, it seems like all of the people who develop games on Vita, because it looks like Falcom was definitely more of their games were selling better on Vita. Vita was where their games were doing well. They shifted over to PlayStation 4, and that didn't, the Vita fan base didn't follow them to PlayStation 4. A lot of their games are coming out. We're seeing the sales, and they're actually well below what Vita did. Recently, we even had not to get too off topic before we get to what Stealth was going to say, but for example, what's the game?
God Eater?
Yes, thank you, Stealth. You can read my mind.
Yeah.
God Eater 3, 3 years ago on the PS Vita sells 234,000 units on a fraction of the install base that the PS4 has now. And that game recently released on PS4, God Eater 3. From all the reviews and everything, it seems like God Eater 3 is just as good, if not better, than God Eater 2. And the game sells 150,000 on a bigger install base than the PS Vita did. So it seems to me like some of these developers still don't understand, no, it's not necessarily PlayStation. It's more of how you play the game, in Japan at least. So, Stealth, what's your thoughts on this? Because everyone's asking, well, what do you think? It's not on Switch at this point. Do you think it's going to come later down the line? Do you think it's just going to stay PS4?
So I specifically didn't tweet about this game just because I knew the can of worms it would open for me. I specifically just didn't want to deal with it. But
now you have to.
now unfortunately he's making me deal with this. But yeah, look, I do think I do think it should come to Switch. It's not to say it shouldn't come to PlayStation 4, which it is, but Ys 8 sold better than the PlayStation 4 version in the US, by all accounts. So, unfortunately, Falcom isn't going to do it themselves, which is fine. I would just like to see maybe NIS America handle it a little bit quicker than they did Ys 8, which took about a year. But yeah, I do think it will probably come eventually. But this is definitely one of those games where, yeah, like I actually like the series a lot. I played a few of the games that came on Steam. I played the PS2 game. And just Switch is kind of a big part of my lifestyle in terms of how I'm playing games. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to have it on there. Am I surprised that they went PS4 exclusive first? No, not really. But yeah, I wasn't gonna tweet, I wish this would come to Switch. That would just get all the Falcom fanboys attacking me, and I don't need that.
Yeah, definitely. Do any of you guys here? I know me and Stealth we play Ease. Do you play
Yeah.
Ease at all, Jordan or Mandy?
Is there one for the Switch right now?
There is.
Yeah, Lacrimo Savdana.
I'll
Yeah.
probably pick it up after this podcast.
Lacrimosa means lament.
Lament, like
Ooh.
Lament of Innocence, like
I'm
that.
still. I'll give credit. I stole that from M. Williams in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Uh, I've played a bit of 7 and a bit of 8 on the PSP.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I just don't have time for like the games I have to sink a lot of time into anymore. But I remember enjoyed playing. I wouldn't pick them back up today because I wouldn't have time to invest.
Like Red Dead? You don't have time for
Yeah.
that either?
I don't have time for Red Dead. I don't have time for Pokemon. I've been wasting my time playing Borderlands 2 VR in my free time. Okay, that's how sad I am.
Real quick, how is Borderlands 2 VR?
It's the best VR game I've ever played. It's
Better-
the most fleshed out VR game.
Better than Tetris Effect?
Duh.
Better than Astrobot?
Yeah, I haven't even played it, but yeah.
Better than I can't think of
Yeah.
I wish
Yes,
I could play
it's
it.
not just like a fraction of the game. It's not
Better
just
than
a
all
little
the big
portion
games
of it.
past and present.
Yeah, it is the best game ever made. 100%, hands down. Better than anything else. Like I could be playing Smash right now. Yikes. That's a no from me.
Why play Smash when
My
you can
God.
strap something to your head, look like an idiot, and have fun doing it? I mean, that has just been the dream for most people.
Listen, I as the Borderlands aficionado that I am, it has been my dream to be in the world of Pandora. And now that I am in the world of Pandora, I don't want to leave. I'm having fun. I'm walking around shooting psychos' heads off with shotguns in first-person VR. It's the full game. I'm walking around. I'm having fun. All right, let me live, OJ.
Okay,
You get
I'm sorry.
scared and like back away instinctively.
Nope, not anymore. I'm a BA in that game. I'm running around, running with my shotgun, just blowing people's heads off. It's great.
He's in there, man.
I'm in that.
He,
I am-
He feels that he is. Who's your character that you use in there?
Oh, I use Zero.
Zero. Oh yeah, that's the ninja. Heck yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I always go for like those type of characters.
Yeah,
He's great.
Me too. All right, so that's Ease, guys. Falcom is being Falcom. I'll give my opinions real quick. Yeah, I didn't really tweet about it too much because everyone's just gonna say the same thing to me too. But yeah, it's cool. Like I first of all, a new Ease game is coming. It's coming out 2019 in Japan. That means it'll come out 2023 here in the US. So we can look forward to that in a few years. And I'm joking with that, guys. No, but I'll probably pick it up at some point. I'll pick it up maybe on the. I'll probably get a review copy for it if it does come here, and if it's on PS4 first. So I'll check it out. Ease always does a good job with their games. They're a small developer, so I don't expect them to put their games on Switch. And based on what they've said, it's pretty clear that they need some more punishment when it comes to their sales and stuff. So let them do that. I think it might even be lower than what it was before. I mean, that's what we're seeing. We saw what happened to God Eater. We saw what happened to other games. So they'll come around eventually. They'll get Nippon Ichi Software involved, or NIS, as you guys know them. They'll get them involved, and they'll port the game over when they feel like porting the game over. So that's that. Anyway, so let's move on to the next thing here.
Square Enix in 2019, baby. What's happening? Well, we already know what's happening in January. Starting the year off strong, unless you bought the illegal copy a month and a half early right now, is Kingdom Hearts 3, baby. It's happening.
Kingdom
It's
Hearts
real.
Oh
No
my
more
God.
delays this time.
I'm so
It's here.
scared. I'm so scared. I can't.
Why are you
Why are you
scared?
scared?
Because the game, I haven't had it for years. I've been waiting for it for years, and then the fact that it's gonna be over,
Yeah,
possibly the series.
They announced that.
Oh
when
no,
you were-
they're gonna milk this series still.
Man,
You'll be
they
fine.
announced it when you were like, how old were you? You were like 15, right? 12 when they announced that game, right?
Wow.
I'm joking. Go ahead, Manny. Finish.
But I'm like excited, but like my feels, they need to stop releasing trailers. They really need to
I mean,
stop.
they are. That was the final trailer they
Just
put
give
out.
us
That was
just
the
give
launch
us the
trailer.
game at this point. But no, I'm excited. I'm sorry. Little
All right.
fangirl right there.
Jordan Fringe, are you excited for this game?
Heck yes, I am. That's it. I'm excited.
Do you understand the story?
Not at all. I've played every single iteration. I legitimately I haven't beaten every single one because I can't be F to go and play through like all the PSP ones and every single handheld one. I've tried most of them, still not for me compared to the main series. But yeah,
It's
no,
on the
I
disc.
dig it. I dig it.
on
I know
the
it's on a
disc.
disc now. I have them on disc. I just don't want to play them.
We-
I don't want to even taint my. I'll just go watch the cutscenes. I don't want to. Yeah.
They-
I know the cutscenes are on the disc. I still didn't want to pop the disc. I'm just waiting. All right. I've had my wait. I'm excited. I have the standard collector's edition, not like the big, massive, expensive one. Just the one with the steel book and the pin. That's all I want. It's the
That's
steelbook
the
and
one I
pin.
got.
Wait a minute. If your mic is upside down, why isn't your audio upside down, Jordan?
Because that's not how technology works.
I'm joking. I'm being stupid. Anyway.
Now here, let me get it. Let me talk up there. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Hey, can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
That actually made me think. I was like,
It's like, wait a minute. Am I recording my audio upside down? Hold up.
oh, that's bad.
Yo, Stealth. What's up with this game, Kingdom Hearts, man? You excited for this? Oh, and I want to ask you a question too, Stealth. We got some people asking you some questions in the chat. They say, where's the outrage for the leaks for Kingdom Hearts? So go ahead and put all your thoughts and answer that question while you feel like it. All right, Stealth?
Yeah, I mean, I actually did. I wasn't happy with the fact that, well, it's not like the game leaked in the same way that it leaked for Smash Brothers. This was like a heist where like the Yakuza stormed a factory and like stole copies. It was a little different, and it was way more serious situation. But I've mentioned it before, but Kingdom Hearts really isn't a series that I've gotten into for whatever reason. There's really no reason. I think I would enjoy it. But honestly, if I do play it, I'd want to start from Kingdom Hearts 1 and then play all the other games before I get to 3. So I'm excited for the eventual possibility that I'll have caught up and I'll be able to play the series. But
You can
it's
catch
not.
up. It's never too late.
No, I plan on it, but it's not my most anticipated Square game of
Oh.
2019.
What else did they got dropping in 2019, guys?
Hopefully,
What
a
else are we
Bravely
excited for?
Default. Like,
Yes.
Yes. Well, Square Enix has a pretty big 2019 in general.
Yeah,
I think
they
I
do.
would say 2019 was probably a down year for Square Enix. I think 2018, sorry. 2018 was a
Yeah.
little bit of a down year for Square Enix, I think. I don't think they
What
put
do you mean? They had a really big launch with Octopath, and then they're like, "Hey, here's every Final Fantasy ever made coming out for the
That's
Switch."
next
That's
year.
a big year,
Yeah.
but it's a big announcement still.
No, it's a big
That's
announcement, but I mean,
That's
but
a big
they,
year. Their stocks are going up, baby.
they even said themselves that they had an off year.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, in terms
But-
of this year, they had Octopath and they had Dragon Quest 11. Those were the big.
A year delay, by
releases.
the way. A year
Yeah.
delay to add
Oh,
They
use-
also had
to
Tomb
add
Raider.
useless stuff. Oh, we gotta appeal to the Westerners. Let's add voice acting. Oh, let's make a camera system in a turn-based RPG. Let's make a free roaming battle system that does nothing. It's
Are we
literally
forgetting their
just
two other
because.
releases? They had Tomb Raider, and they just had Just Cause 4.
The Tomb Raider was not. A lot of people are saying that Tomb Raider is not as good as the other. The Rise of the
I
Tomb
played
Raider
it a little
ones.
bit when I came with my Xbox. I played it a little bit,
And it was-
actually really digging the story. I
Right.
like how kind of out there it is. I like it. It's pretty
was,
fun.
and it was discounted. It was discounted pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because everyone thought Spyro was going to come out that month, and everyone didn't want to play anything else. And then they're like, "Oh, Spider-Man, I guess we'll still play that." All right, that's what happened in
I don't
September.
know, man.
Okay?
You're making excuses
what
for the game. I
happened.
don't think the game is as good. Even like people that have played the game, like user reviews.
I'm
everything's-
enjoying it so far.
Is it better than the other two that came out? Is it better than the reboot or the?
I haven't
Rise of
beaten
the
it
Tomb Raider?
yet. I really like the first one. I don't remember
playtime,
Rise too much.
in your playtime, is it better? From what I'm understanding, it's good.
Yes, I think the opening 3 hours are fantastic. I've played about 5 or 6 hours of it, maybe, but the opening 3 hours are pretty fantastic.
I don't know.
If it was a movie, it'd be a fantastic movie. I would love it.
Okay.
It's
But I get
not
to
that
play it,
good.
so even better.
What'd you say, Mandy?
It's not that good as the other ones.
Have you played it?
Not the whole thing, but I played a good portion of it.
Okay.
Oh, and The World Ends With You? Switch?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, don't
That game, it's good, but the controls, man, like
poor game. It's like
the game is great. The controls are just. I don't think this is
Listen.
Square Enix's strongest year. I don't think this is.
Lost Sphere, Dragon Quest Builders, Fear Effect, Sedna. I don't know. I'm just reading off what people are saying in the chat.
It's not though. That's not a great year for Square.
That's a lot of games.
And then what's it called? Got canceled. DLC got canceled for Final Fantasy 15.
Good. Who needs
left,
it? Who needs DLC? Am I right?
Look, I think 2019 is going to be a bit better for them. I think.
Oh yeah, of course, but
I just think
they had a good year. I don't think they had a terrible.
And they
year.
lost money too. So I mean.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't lose money? Every company's sinking.
Yeah, that's true. True. I mean, companies lose money, and I get it. I think that 2019 could. I mean, especially like Octopath was great, right? But out of looking at Octopath was probably their best game, was it not? I mean,
not Square game. I don't think so.
What was the better game than Octopath this year?
Oh, this year? Oh no, I saw Octopath.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about.
You can make a case. You can make a case for Dragon Quest, but
okay, that's true.
That's the only other game, honestly.
Yeah, you can make a case for Dragon Quest. Although
yeah.
I consider that game a 2017 game, but that obviously it's not 20. It came out here, but I think that the year-long delay was garbage, and I complained about that. That was a garbage delay. Like the fact that they held that game for a year for localization, that's ridiculous. That's it zapped a lot of my anticipation. Like we're not like, this isn't like 1993 where we don't have the internet. Like we see what's going on, like we know worldwide news, and to sit there and say, let's delay this game for a freaking year, like, oh my gosh, to add useless things. We didn't need the voice acting in the game. The voice acting is great, but that's not something that we needed. And we didn't need a battle, like the camera that moves, that does nothing. You just move around your character.
And why don't they just wait to release the game in general until they have the port version done as well for America?
What do you mean, like Dragon Quest?
Yeah, like why don't they just not release it in Japan until the version for the West is ready?
No, they wouldn't do that. But they won't.
But they won't do that. Yeah, they won't, because they're trying to get those sales, because they know that they're going to sell millions and millions. So
they're going to sell it millions and millions whenever they release it anyway. Might as well just
every year. It's about looking good for that year. It's about looking good. If they didn't have that,
all right, well then get the westernized version made at the same time as you're making it translated.
Thank you. Yes.
Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Like
that's what the Pokemon games do, and they translate it into like 12 languages.
Yeah,
and they
if
have
they could
global
do 12
launch.
languages, can Dragon Quest not do 2?
That's what I'm saying. That's lazy on there. And that's lazy. I don't care how Japanese they think it is, and we're worried about. No. You can't
send in the mad letters.
You can't sit there and not localize it and then worry about. I mean, then why do that with Octopath? Why doesn't Octopath come out a year earlier? Because Octopath is nowhere near as popular as Dragon Quest, but yet it was localized and it all launched at the same day and date in every single region. This whole we're gonna wait to localize is stupid. It's always been dumb. I've always hated it. So anyway, you guys want to move on to the next topic?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Hey, what's that next topic? You know what it is. It's the most anticipated games of next year, baby. And I'm sure we've already talked about one, especially for Mandy, what she's hyped about. That's Kingdom Hearts 3. I think you're pretty hyped for that one. You want to reiterate? Yeah, pretty excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Cool. Me too. OJ, I know you don't care about the story, you just want to play it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't understand the story. I don't understand
no one
the story.
Does.
I don't understand it, and I don't care to understand. I don't want to understand the story.
Listen, I tried to have someone explain it in a concise paragraph, and they couldn't. So
that's part of the experience.
Yeah,
I heard it from the fanboys'
is the
mouth.
Gameplay. I think gameplay is a big part of the experience. I think Kingdom Hearts has great gameplay.
It does, but it's known for its story.
When you
I'll give you a crash
away,
I'll give you a crash course before the game comes out.
Oh, baby. Dude, that's all I remember of Kingdom Hearts is that song.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's a banger. Hey, they get good songs. Even this new song with Skrillex ain't bad.
Ooh,
I thought I was like, ooh, why are they gonna add
it.
Skrillex in there? That's a little 2013ish. Let's see what happens. And it's like, oh, okay.
Has a Spanish vibe to it.
Shout outs to Abaddon with the $5 donation, and he used super chat because I think it's because I was bopping it. I was bashing his Toon Link. He said the $5 donation, and he says just because it's super chat. LOL. Shout outs to Abaddon. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right, so let's go over some individual lists here. So, Mandy, let's continue with you first. So, besides Kingdom Hearts 3, what are some other games in the 2019 that got you just going, yes, here's my money, let me play it now?
The new Yoshi game.
Yoshi?
I've been very critical of it, but it's starting to warm up to me.
It's looking good.
maybe a Bravely Default game. That's not confirmed.
Nah.
I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so it
I
doesn't
got a
count.
video on that tomorrow morning though, guys.
I got you.
Yikes! Spoiler alert.
Oh, I really want like new Super Mario Bros. Again.
These are your most anticipated games.
So
Yeah,
far, 2 of them are in January, and the rest don't exist yet.
pretty much. I mean,
There's nothing else. The new
if,
Pokemon games
if
next
you
year
guys,
don't get you excited. Like,
well, I haven't seen it yet
but the thought of Generation 8 doesn't
The
get you like
thought
hype.
doesn't get you excited.
because I don't really like the generation Pokemon. Okay. Besides all that, I am excited for that, but it's not confirmed to come out 29. Well, is it?
It's right now. It's still on set for next year. So
I
they
mean,
haven't announced any delays. So
no game. Oh, Fire Emblem, Three Houses.
Yes, there we
Do
go.
that. Do
Woo,
that.
now
do
that's
that.
a 2019 game. Let's go.
Let's
Sorry.
go.
I had to get excited for just a bit. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. It saved my life.
Me too. What?
oh god, here's this story. I'm just kidding.
Have
I
you
actually
played
like the
the old
story.
ones?
Very inspiring.
I have played the old ones, but I played all the old ones after I played the newer ones. Almost all the old ones. I played like the Thracia and all that crap like after I played like Awakening and all that.
They had like a bunch on the Virtual Console when it was still a thing, and now I can't play them. I'm like,
I played them on ROMs though, so
oh, maybe I should do that. Okay.
a lot of them you can't like a lot of them you just can't play. Like a lot of them are like Japanese exclusives. So
Hey,
Yeah. I played the
Stealth.
recent ones though, so
Stealth. What games are you looking forward to?
Well, Fire Emblem Three Houses is at the top of my list.
Woo!
Oh god,
Sorry.
everyone's
I've been a Fire Emblem fan since the beginning. My cousin, did like a work study program in Japan in 1990 when the first Fire Emblem came out. She brought it back with her Japanese, Super Famicom, and we kind of played it together. And I got hooked on Fire Emblem pretty much since then when I was, a kid. And I've imported them all, struggled through them, not knowing Japanese really. And then when they started to get localized, that was very helpful. And I've just been a big fan of that. Fire Emblem Three Houses is going to be really good. Let's see, Animal Crossing. I'm looking forward to that.
I forgot that. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Animal Crossing is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to like all 9 of the Final Fantasy games coming to Switch in 2019. What else is coming? The Pokemon game I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be great. And yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of good JRPGs coming out on Switch next year. It's going to be really good.
Nice. All right, OJ. I mean, let me guess. Let me guess your first one. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yes,
Oh,
very good.
Wow.
Very good prediction, my boy.
Wow. Crazy.
Yes, Fire Emblem Three Houses is probably my most anticipated game for 2019. Fire Emblem, it has this special place in my heart, of course. I got a whole nother video. Like I said, I still got to do that video for you guys. I already made one video, but that video is stupid. I'll make another video. But anyway, so yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Also, the Daemon X Machina. That game, that game's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that game. That's probably the next Gen 8 Pokemon. Looking forward to that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Kind of getting back to the because like I haven't been like in that Pokemon mood for a while, like that normal traditional Pokemon mood. Like I didn't play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like I didn't play those.
Me either.
I was like, I'm not gonna like this 3DS stuff. I'm done, And I played Sun and Moon. I didn't beat all the way through Sun and Moon, but I played Sun and Moon. Thought it was cool. But I was like, I'm ready. Even back then, I was like, I'm ready for like, the next evolution of Pokemon.
Even when you didn't know Switch existed, you still wanted it on Switch.
Exactly. Even when I know it switched, I was like, well, put it on the NX. Back then,
Yeah.
I was like, put it on the NX. So yeah, I was ready for Pokemon to go like HD like a long time ago, like for the normal mainline series. So yeah, man, Pokemon's looking good. There's also some other games. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. I know that that game. They just announced the new DLC for that game. Looking pretty cool. You're gonna get to play as Shinobu, which is awesome, and Bad Girl as well. So really good stuff there. And what else? Also, like Luigi's Mansion. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I forgot that.
Oh,
Yeah, Luigi's
wow.
Mansion.
yeah, I'm kind of looking. I'm not a huge Luigi's Mansion fan, but I'm kind of looking forward just to seeing what they do on the Switch because I like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It's just I played it at a time I just didn't really feel like playing 3DS as much anymore. So Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is cool though. It's a cool game. I did get that one later. So I'm looking forward to that, and also the new RPG from Game Freak Town. I'm looking forward to that. And also these slew of like Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously looking forward to playing that. Also Resident Evil 2 remake, really looking forward to playing that on the Xbox One X. Like super looking forward to that. Got it pre-ordered. And also what's the Devil May Cry? Devil May Cry 5, looking forward to playing that. They had a demo on the Xbox One X, played it. Looking great, playing great. It's back to being Devil May Cry. Even though I played DMC Devil May Cry, I thought it was okay. Looking forward to that. And if Bayonetta 3 comes out 2019, really looking forward to that, right? We don't know.
It's possible.
It's
You know, you
possible.
never know.
We never know. Metroid Prime, we don't know about that. That could be a 2020 release or whatever. But if those two games come out 2019, obviously looking forward to that. And also looking forward, I know I'm looking forward to a lot of different things here, guys.
Yeah. Speed it up.
Final Fantasy, the Zodiac, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age,
Yeah.
on the Switch. Really looking forward to that because I stopped playing the PS4 version because I'm like I found out that that Switch was getting it kind of early.
I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to a game that I can
me
already
too.
play now.
Yes, but the reason
Yeah.
why is because playing it on PS4 is lame-o, because like it'd just be better to play on Switch like while I'm like it'd just be better to play on Switch like when I'm like watching the NFL or something,
That
Like,
game is so fun. That
Yeah.
game is so good.
it's really good, and it's even going to be more dope in my opinion playing it the way that you can play it on Switch. Like all Final Fantasy games, I think should be always played anywhere that you want because that's how Final Fantasy is. So anyway, yeah, hyped for that. I was a big fan of the Final Fantasy games on portable systems. Like I really
too.
do like them, and I love like Bravely Default, which I guess originally started out as a Final like the Warriors of Light, and then they kind of just made it into
Yeah.
its own thing. And I love Bravely Default. Bravely Default is dope. So yeah, and I'm hoping there's a new Bravely Default game.
Me too.
Um,
Or I hope next year they package the first two together, and then maybe next year, and then in 2020 there'll be a new one. Just do something with the series on Switch. That's it. You have about 5 more years of Switch life yet. Just do something.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Jordan?
Yo, here is my definitive list of 2019, guys. Are you ready? Strap in. You may have heard some of these games, but of course, Kingdom Hearts. Duh. I mean, I just want it to be over with already. Like, I want to get it and be like, cool, the hype's finally here, so I can play it and see if Axel dies. He probably does. Anyway, yikes! Spoilers. I didn't see spoilers. That's just my guess.
Stop spoiling
Anyway,
things.
spoiler alert: Mickey Mouse.
Like it's my
confirmed.
favorite game for next year. I just wanted to get it over with.
It's not even close to it. It's like in my top 20.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
cry.
Yeah, Travis strikes again. Of course, I already talked about No More Heroes last week. Very excited for that. And I told you about that announcement, OJ. I knew it. I knew he was going to say he's working on 3. I knew it. He's working on getting it ready.
Who?
Um,
What game?
He's definitely blackmailing people, saying, "Oh, this one has to sell well for him to make another one."
Absolutely. I do the same thing.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he's playing the game. But I do think that game is going to do a lot better than people think it is, especially on the eShop,
I hope
because
so.
it was that first big eShop title, and people still know it. It has a chance to do really well.
Yeah, and I hope it does. I hope it really does because I would like 3, please. That'd be great. What else is there? Obviously, the Pokemon's. Whatever happens with Gen 8, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do for the series. The possibility games, of course. If Metroid comes out, that's probably the top 3 most hype for next year. Another potential one that I'm hearing the rumblings of is Borderlands 3. Finally getting that announcement here pretty soon for a release in September is what I'm hearing in the grapevine. No insider information. Yeah, Crash Team Racing, that's coming
Wait a minute,
out.
what'd you say about Borderlands 3?
Borderlands 3, September 2019. Also, here's insider information. At PAX East, where they announced Spyro last year, they'll announce Spyro for CTR, which will be 2 months before its release out there. So Spyro will be in CTR. He'll be announced at PAX East. Not that I know any. Anyway,
Nani.
nani this guy. So Yeah, the list can go on. I'm not going to sit here and give you an OJ list. There's a bajillion games that are coming out next year that I'm excited for. Those are just some of the top ones. You could yell at me later about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably blanking on quite a few. Obviously, Animal Crossing. I think that's been one of my most hype for a while now. Is finally a new Animal Crossing. It'd be really
Really?
nice to have that finally, and then
I want
I
to
can forget
fish.
about
I want
everything.
to. I want to.
I want my own town. I want my town again. I want it on my Switch. I don't want to play it on my
Yeah.
3DS anymore.
No more
That's it.
3DS.
No more 3DS. I haven't turned that thing on in forever.
I haven't. That thing is it's essentially like an artifact. You know what I'm saying? It's like decorations.
It's decoration.
Yeah, it's a decoration in my background, dude.
Mount it on your wall.
It's like you can't even really see it. It's like I have like my Star Fox ship. It's like on top of my 3DS games. They're in the middle shelf, right above the Samus and.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I think I
there's-
see it.
There's two 3DSs. Then I have like a Majora's Mask
Yeah.
box right there. So
I
Don't
I
brag
actually
about it.
still use mine just because Atlas is still putting out games for it. Bless them. But other than that, yeah, I'm pretty well moved on to the Switch right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are. I mean, 3DS is cool. I mean, it was cool for it had its run, but it's time to move. Like it had its run, and I like the fact that some developers in Nintendo are still supporting it like with older things. Like they're bringing like a remake, right?
Yeah.
Let's just bring out like remakes. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that because they're just like reusing the engines and stuff like that. And obviously, making a Switch version would be completely different and take a lot more resources. So I don't mind that. Like Luigi's Mansion, people were getting all bent out of shape about that. I was like, dude, there's probably gonna be a new one on Switch and. Bang, new one on Switch. Like and people got mad at me. I'm like, listen. There's gonna be a new one on Switch. Don't worry. And then there was a new one on Switch. So
Oh.
The
Yeah.
2DS and the 3DS, I think, still have a virtual console, so you could get like older games.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I
So
Star Wars game next year.
they
A
don't
major Star
update
Wars
it.
game
I don't think
that's
so.
unannounced yet. It's announced, but what it is isn't announced yet. They talked about it. Was it at E3 this year that they said like where she was like talking to him? It's like, you want to talk about it? And he's like, nope. It'll come out in November of.
Yeah, they're going to announce it and then cancel it, and then
Yeah,
You know.
I really hope they don't. Listen. I want to give EA. You can take the inside information off. I know nothing.
I took
of
it
it.
off.
But I hope that there is some ounce of some talent like actually making a real good Star Wars game, because it's like there was like clearly like a lot of money put into the last few Battlefronts. Can you take it off?
Okay,
OJ?
sorry.
This is not inside information. This is just me talking about what I want. All right,
Inside information.
Make-
I'm sorry.
make a good Star Wars game that's not just about multiplayer, that has nothing to do with loot box and buying this. Just use the property for something good, or else you're going to lose it. Because you have one more Battlefield 2 situation, that Disney's going to cancel this deal that they have with you guys to produce these games. Okay? Because they're already working with Nintendo now,
I
with
want to
the
talk
Ultimate
about
Alliance.
this, Mr.
So,
Fringe. F is for Fringe. They
yeah,
should
what
have
up?
canceled the deal. Like, why do they get another opportunity? Like, they should have canceled the deal this time.
Because Battlefield 2 still made money.
And like,
But it's sold a fraction of what they wanted to sell.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
said they wanted to, what they
companies
sell. They
doing
want to sell
that.
30 million. Or something
Yeah,
like
but do we know how much they made in microtransactions?
that. That's true. We don't.
I mean, I know there was the big controversy and they took them off for a while, then Soft put them back. But
I just don't see why EA
I
gets
just
another
want to
chance.
see something happen. The one thing that really pissed me off was that when the whole deal happened after Star Wars transitions, we never got like that Boba Fett game from Visceral. So I do want to see a good story-based Star Wars game. I don't care if it has multiplayer or not. I just want a good Star Wars game. Something that when I look at it, like, well, I mean, whatever you think about the movies now, like, I just want to like look back and like, yes, this is a great experience. That's all I want. Like, use the property for something good. Because Star Wars right now is in a kind of interesting spot where there's like some good, a lot of bad. The video game side is completely bad. The movie side is 50-50 bad right now. So it's interesting. I just don't want to see it be milked for the wrong reasons. Let's do something good with this series. That's all I'm asking EA. Do something. Do for once in your life. Do
Stealth,
something and release Skate 4.
what's your thoughts, real quick, before we move on to the next topic with EA and this whole Star Wars deal?
The last Star Wars game I played, I don't even remember the title. It was a launch game on the GameCube.
Squadron.
Rogue Squadron, yeah.
It's a good one.
Honestly, I don't really play EA games. I just don't. I don't. I kind of as a spectator, looking in, I don't really understand how people support them the way they do. They just don't seem like super great game developers to me. There's a lot of microtransactions and just stuff that I just don't personally care for. Yeah, I haven't bought. I can't remember. I think I bought the Blob on Wii. I think that was an EA game. That might have been the last one I bought. Really, I
Was
just
that
have
Ubisoft?
no.
Who was that? The Blob?
I think that was EA.
Was it?
Or maybe it was THQ. Maybe it was THQ. I can't even remember.
Yeah. The Blob on the Wii.
Yeah, it was THQ. Yeah.
Yeah, THQ. Yep.
Yeah.
EA's only way to redeem themselves for me, like for a lot of their, especially the past couple of years with games, like how everything they've done with DICE for their games, like both Battlefront and Battlefield are effed up. Like they're both just bad now. Like they have completely messed up their two biggest things. So now it's like their sports games, which will always sell fine no matter what. They literally just have to piss on a box every time and sell it as the same game with a little bit a roster change and a little bit better graphics, and then people will buy it.
And they had Bioware, but Bioware is a shell of themselves now.
What happened? Can we just say for 1 minute right here? What happened, Bioware? Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm still not over that. I'm still not over what you guys did to Mass Effect.
It started when both of the co-owners of Mass Effect of BioWare left the company.
Yeah.
And basically that was like the beginning of the end for the quality.
I have nothing. I do not want to touch anything to do with Anthem. I'm completely after until I get my full on apology and a redo of like here's a real Mass Effect game. Screw BioWare.
I'll say this.
I don't care that a new Dragon Age is coming at this point.
I'm the biggest Mass Effect fan here.
Okay. No, you are not.
I am.
I am.
No, I am.
I am. You were not. You were not crying when you were playing the game of how bad it was.
Yeah, I was actually.
I was sitting in tears, saying, "What did they do to my beloved franchise?"
I
don't care that 3 had a bad ending.
Those, like the Chief Wahoo tears going down my eye. One single tear.
I was weeping. I was weeping as something got murdered because it was.
Dude,
they murdered the series. I'm a big one.
I bought Mass Effect Andromeda twice.
Okay, cool. You're an idiot for that, but like that doesn't mean you like it more. That just means you're done with your money.
It does. No, I bought it. I bought it one on the PS4, one on the Xbox One. But
useless spending right there. But okay, weird flex.
I'm a big Mass Effect fan.
I'm a big Mass Effect fan. All right, we're all big Mass Effect fans
well,
here.
Well, then let me ask you a question, my boy. Okay.
All right. The answer is
about Mass Effect.
Nebulon 5.
Let me ask you a question about Mass Effect. How long is the average lifespan of a Turian?
That's a trick question.
They don't die.
Exactly.
They do die.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yes.
they don't die.
Yeah, there's no race. Okay, let me give you guys an easier one, you peasants. You Mass Effect peasants. Who has the longest lifespan of any race in Mass Effect? That's an easy one that any of you guys.
Me, Shepard. Because he died and got rebuilt and came back.
No, he's still a human.
Nah, he is big. He's better than a human now. If he even is still around.
You guys aren't Mass
Did he
Effect
die?
fans. It's an Asari, and they live around 1,000 years.
That's what I said. Clearly you weren't listening because you have the stench of buying 2 copies of Andromeda in your
I bought
ears.
2 copies. I was given 1 copy. I bought another copy.
Yikes.
Wow. Got money.
I bought
anyway,
I bought it for it was $20.
Even then, I wouldn't buy it at 5 and below.
From what I understand, I thought Turians live around 300 something years. That's what I thought, they live around 300 something years. Or is it a Krogan? Krogan or Turians, one of those. Solarians live around 40 years or so. They have a hyperactive metabolism though, so they can survive, or they can be up for 23 hours. They only need 1 hour of sleep. That's why Solarians are good for like stealth missions and like reconnaissance and stuff like that. Yeah, because they can be up for 23 hours. They can literally just be up longer than all the other races. So yeah.
Point in case, BioWare sucks. Bad words that I could say there. Really bad right now. And I do not support anything that they do. Anthem, no matter how pretty the graphics are, is 100% going to be a cash grab. I don't believe any word that they say. It's either going to be broken or a cash grab. That's it. It's one of the two. And if they do somehow make a good game with it, cool. I'll be the first to say it. If everyone's saying, yo, it's actually legit, cool. I'll try it out. But I have no faith in them at this point. They have ruined faith in their company after making some of my favorite games on the last generation. This gen is like, hey, let's just not make good things. And yeah, it sucks, and I hate them.
Well, we're about to move into Q&A. because we got Stealth here. But before we move into Q&A, we have a question. I have to talk to my man Stealth about something. So there's a site called that I usually go to for a lot of different Japanese gaming news, and Stealth is actually one of the founding members of this website. I wanted him to talk about. So Gamatsu, man, this is something that my users know quite a bit when we talk about Gamatsu and the users. So Stealth, can you explain just real quick what happened between you and Gamatsu and why you're banned there? I just want to.
Honestly, I can't. It depends. I can't even remember like the first time, the second time, or the third time that I was banned. I can't even really remember so much. But pretty much being the only Nintendo fan in a sea of Sony fans doesn't really work out so well most of the time. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So there wasn't anything like that just said that just kind of aggravated. Because I know the biggest thing, especially like maybe.
Oh, I'm sure I said a lot of horrible stuff, but I just don't remember it now.
Like, I think it was one of them was I remember seeing some of the comments like a media create sales maybe like with the Switch kind of bopping the PlayStation 4. I think you were there for like some of the I think you might have said something that kind of triggered some of the people there. Nothing bad.
Yeah,
nothing like
no,
like
I just indicate
people.
the truth that the Switch is outselling it 2-1 or is outselling every other system combined, and
that would trigger people when you said stuff like that. I remember seeing a comment from you, like I think it was in 2017 before you got banned again, and like you said something like, you said something like, "Oh yeah, the Switch is outselling the PS4 like 2 or 3-1 or something like that," and people were like, "Well, the Switch is."
Yeah, now I just say it all on Twitter now. And I mean, could you imagine now that like the Switch is like 75% of the Japanese market? Those media create threads, I'm sure, are pretty empty because there's really nothing.
Oh yeah, they're empty. They're like 50 comments, 30 to 50 comments. Whereas before, like during the Wii U saga, dude, 100, 200. When the Wii U was getting destroyed, there were 200 comments. Oh well, PS4 is bopping the Wii U,
Yeah, I think I remember now. It's starting to come back a little bit. I would talk about how just great the 3DS was. Just how it's outselling the PlayStation 4, and there's like, no, it's not a console. You can't compare. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, whenever you mention the 3DS, it seems like people just get mad whenever you mention the 3DS. Even if it's like factual information, people just get mad. If it's like, oh, well, PS4 did this, well, 3DS didn't do that. How dare you mention 3DS, you filthy.
I mean, and the other thing just in general that people don't like is just saying you want something on Switch or you want something on a Nintendo platform.
On there, at least.
Yeah. Like, even you aren't saying, oh, I don't want it on the platform it was currently announced. It shouldn't be on the No, we just maybe want it on another one, but that doesn't fly on Gamatsu.
Oh yeah, man, they get pretty mad. But first of all, not knocking Sal, who runs the site, not knocking him. I like the site. It's actually one of my favorite sites to go to. I just thought we had Stealth on, and I thought it'd be interesting because he's like a little bit of like a legend on the Gamatsu from the Gamatsu people.
Yeah, it's a site I haven't been to in a long time.
Yeah, so I wanted to troll Stealth just a little bit. I wanted to troll him a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to troll him a little bit
because they've trolled you too. They've gone after you quite a bit.
Oh yeah, they've definitely trolled me. But I tell all of them, I said I love all of you guys. You guys can. I love all of them. I love when people troll. So it's fun. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing. So.
Wait, I have a story.
Sure.
I was Googling the troll face for a video I had. And like, you were one of the first ones I saw. I was like, Nintendo trolls, and then I saw your like thumbnail picture. I'm like, oh man.
I've been known to troll a little bit here or there. I've been known to, but not troll anybody in particular. Well,
no,
not necessarily. Well,
I mean, eventually I took all my trolling enterprise to Twitter. I don't even deal with forums anymore.
Yeah, I don't really troll in a way that's like.
No.
Really like going after people or like attacking people. It's just sometimes there's just some light jabs here or there, but it's nothing serious. It's just video games.
Yeah,
but anyway.
I just found it funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's some good SEO right there on my end.
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, that's another game I really want to play.
That game looks cool. I mean, I wish it wasn't first.
Game looks dope.
Or there's a third person. I wish there was a third person option, but
is that coming out next year?
Will be. As far as I know, it's still set for next year.
We'll see. I'm a little
But we'll
skeptical on
see.
that.
Yeah,
But
who knows? It's one of those games
Yeah.
that could just be like, who knows?
They delayed.
But
they
I'm
delayed
so
the big show.
excited when they showed it off, like the gameplay and the open world. I'm like sold. Like this is
yeah, they look cool.
I love it. It gave me Borderlands vibes for like how you fight the enemies. I'm like, yes, give me this, all of it. In this Blade Runner s future, give me it all of it, 100%. Honestly, that could be close to number one anticipated if the fact Borderlands 3 wasn't like almost all but guaranteed for next year.
All right, so shall we get into Q&A?
I guess.
All right, so Q&A. If you guys have a question, please tag me at Player Essence, and we'll be more than happy to answer a few questions. I don't want to keep my guests too long over. I know they all have work to do.
I don't have work.
I don't have work to do.
Okay,
I always have work to do, but I'm here.
Jordan has work to do.
But I'm here to hang.
Mandy, you should be editing videos, Mandy.
I'm doing it. I'm practicing.
But you should say
She's
yes.
practicing
Yes.
making videos by just making them and then never uploading them.
Yeah,
She's practicing.
Mandy, you're supposed to say, "Oh yes, OJ, I have plenty of videos that I have and ideas that I'm working on. Yeah, I have work tonight." That's what you should have said. Stealth is transitioning from one job to another, so he gets a pass. But Mandy, you should be saying, "Yes, I have work to do tonight."
I do, but
So you want to?
know,
Okay, let's re-answer this. So I know I don't want to keep everybody here, so I know they have work to do tonight, right, Mandy?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Videos they can be working on, practicing potentially.
I can't tell you now because it's a surprise, but I am working on the video.
Good answer, Mandy. Thank you. All right, so let's see what some of these questions. What are you guys' most underrated game of the year? Underrated.
Oof.
Anybody have any underrated games?
Yeah, pretty much anything released on 3DS has been super underrated by everybody. Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology, a port of one of the best DS RPGs ever. Was super good. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, Redux on 3DS. Yeah, there's what on Switch was underrated though. Labyrinth of Refrain. I just talked about that today on Twitter actually, and Nippon Ichi announced that the game sold like 150,000 units, which is a lot for this kind of game. Super good. One of the best RPGs on Switch right now, actually. That's super underrated. There's just a ton of underrated stuff every year.
Anybody else have any underrated games?
Monster Hunter Ultimate Generations.
Yes.
I know it's technically like a port of a port, but like everyone's sleeping on that. That's a good game.
It sold
Yeah,
well.
it's super
good.
Monster
Hunter
it sold well.
On Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like not a lot of people are returning, or there's not as hype about
Well, there's
it.
two big DLCs coming out next year for Monster Hunter, so it'll be popping again next year.
No.
For Monster Hunter Generations, there's DLC
for World.
Oh, for World.
I do think Switch will get an original Monster Hunter next year.
I think that's gonna happen, or I think a port of or some type of Monster Hunter stories
Yeah.
type of game, maybe. Okay.
They give you a lot of
Borderlands 2 VR underrated.
Borderlands 2. I think that might be a little underrated because it's VR, so people think there's already a negative stigma with VR. So
It's not negative; it's more financial.
it's negative too, though.
There's a lot of people who still see it as a gimmick.
Yeah,
and I can understand point of views, but this is a game that's not just like put into VR for just like whatever. Like sure, it's to make extra money before Borderlands 3. That there's no getting past that. But at least it's a very competent version of the game. It's the full game,
but no multiplayer though.
No multiplayer.
That's a problem.
But I never really cared about like I have phone multiplayer in Borderlands, but I can have fun. Just being in VR and playing around in Pandora is fun enough. It is so good. It's the full damn game, okay? It is great. It's fantastic.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the next question here. Alonzo Vine says, we all know one game that ain't come. Okay, so yeah, he's just talking about let's see. Sock Content says, does Stealth have any new info on Star Fox Racing game? Is it really happening? Stealth.
Insider.
What I heard was that game was slated for summer 2019, if it's real. Obviously Retro is working on something. Eventually they'll have to tell us what it is. And yeah, that's it, but nothing particularly new.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. So let's see here. What games does the panel have the most hours in this year?
Like On my Switch,
Just in general, probably. Just
I
what's
got what was Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is a very close tie to Monster Hunter World, but by a couple of hours. A lot of Monster Hunting.
Probably Xeno 2 and Torna. Just those two games
Yeah.
combined, Xeno 2 and Torna. That's the most that I've put into games this
I
year.
did put a lot in Octopath.
I put like 50 to 60 in Octopath, but
That game is not easy.
Torna and Xeno took up a lot of my time this year.
Yeah, I replayed Xenoblade and then went right into Torna, and yeah, that was like 300 hours of my life.
Yeah, I got 275 hours in Xeno 2, so that was all pretty much this year. Because in December I didn't have as much time to play as I wanted to. I think I put about maybe 40 hours in December, but then most of the hours that I put into was this year, 2018. Jordan?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey probably is the most currently. I put 60 hours into it. And I think some of the DLC just came out, but I'm gonna wait till all 3 parts are probably out to return to it. Borderlands VR could be catching up to that. I put quite a bit it's not even been out for a week yet, and tomorrow it'll be a week, so I've actually put quite a bit in my free time over the past few days. So I'll probably easily extend that, because Borderlands 2 for me, last gen, even when it got ported to the PS4 and all that stuff, like the amount of hours I just have in the main game by itself is ridiculous. So I want to see how much I can put in VR, because I'm taking my time, going through slower, looking at everything, having fun with it.
Damaging your long-term vision. So yeah,
that's fine. My vision's always been crap.
All right. Well, T-Dude says, question for Stealth. Do you think Smash Ultimate could dethrone Melee and Brawl as the best-selling game on all Nintendo systems?
Yeah.
I don't think those 2 games are the best selling on all Nintendo systems,
I don't
but
think they are either.
I'm sure Pokemon. Well, I know Pokemon's outsold them, but in terms of Smash games, yeah, Smash Ultimate is going to be the highest selling Smash game. That's just a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen pretty soon here. I don't think it's gonna take too long to pass up Brawl. Like if
it won't.
Yeah, I think it'll pass up Brawl no later than fall 2018, or sorry, fall 2019.
And then like if they decide to, they didn't do this for Smash Wii U, but if they decide to do like an Ultimate Edition with all the fighter pack characters on the disc, on the cart, and like resell it again, yeah, they'd pass that easily.
Yeah, they'd have to get a bigger cart, wouldn't they, for something like that?
I don't think so.
I think it's with the updates right now. I think it's like 14 gigabytes. So if it's a 16 gigabyte cart, I mean, once they release everything, I think that might be a couple more gigabytes over.
Or they might just have it free, like a free download.
Oh yeah, okay,
But just the compilation of all the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do that for the Wii U version, but if they did it here, that could sell another 5 million.
They were milking with that milk
Yeah.
with the Wii U and 3DS versions of it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! And my stupid self bought every bit.
Me too.
Of across both systems. Like
I bought every DLC.
Yeah.
The stuff I didn't even use, like the Mii costumes. I never used it, but I bought it anyway. I was an idiot.
Exactly. I never used those stupid Mii costumes. Like the Heihachi guy. I never used those dumb Mii costumes.
But the first thing I did, as soon as I put in the Smash Ultimate card in my Switch, I bought the Fighter's Pass. I didn't even think about it. Like I bought DLC like the first thing I did.
Yeah, but it's a lot cleaner this time though, wouldn't you?
It is, yeah. Well, there's also less. Like you're just buying the Fighter's Pass, and that's it.
It's just a flat, no more like, oh, we have this, and then you gotta buy this,
Yeah.
and then there's 2 different packs. You want the bundle together with the 3DS and Wii U. I'm like, do I need the 3DS one? I mean, maybe I play it sometimes, but the Wii U version's out. It's like, it was a confusing mess. But I still but it was a mess.
Yeah.
All right, so McJangles says chances of Persona 5 coming to Switch since Joker is joining Smash.
Yes.
And how much better do you think it will sell on Switch compared to PS4? Well, hold up, that's a loaded question.
That is loaded.
That's a loaded question. You're already insinuating one thing before you even know what's gonna happen. Hold up here, McJangles. Stop.
Hey, he's one of my fans.
Okay.
He did my intro for my video, so treat him with respect.
We are treating him, but that is a loaded question. You know how we do things with loaded questions here, guys. We point out when there's a question that's loaded, we point it out that it's a loaded question. Mandy, since he's your boy, Mandy, go ahead and answer this question then, since he's your boy.
Oh my god. I just meant it as a joke. But okay.
Answer
what was this question? Okay. I'm
Chance,
looking
I'll
for.
read it for you. I'll read it for you. Chances of Persona 5 coming to Switch since Joker is joining Smash, and how much better do you think it would sell on Switch compared to PS4? So he's already insinuating that it's going to sell better, and he's saying how much better. I think maybe what he meant to say was, how do you think it will sell if it does come out compared to the PlayStation 4 version? That would be a better way of
Okay,
phrasing it.
so we are talking about if it happens.
If, hypothetically speaking.
So, I think it might happen. There's a large chance, especially with him being a fighter. There's only 5 slots, and he took one, so he's pretty important. And I think it will sell really well because people like me will double dip and buy it for the Switch. And yeah, so it would sell really well, more than like the PlayStation, and maybe they could
Ooh,
do in
that's pretty loaded.
Persona.
That's loaded. So you think
That's
it's gonna
loaded.
do better? You think it's gonna do better? Like the PS4 version is at what, 3 million?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been there longer, but like
Are
quality
you, are, you, are
wise,
you saying it's a mistake that the PS4 version existed in the first place? Is that what you're
no,
saying?
no.
This is why Stealth is a Gamatsu legend. Like right now, they went out all had a heart attack. Right now,
Yeah, I
I
would have
don't
just
wanna
slipped that
cry.
in.
they would have totally freaked out.
I don't want to be banned from anyone.
Oh no, we're on my platform.
No.
They can screw off.
So like, yeah, I think it would do really well, and they could even put in Persona 4 or 3 or the dancing games, which are really fun. You should try them.
One of them came out for Vita.
Yeah, it looks corny, but
No, they look cool. It's just like Vita.
exactly like
Atlas, that's a weird. I mean, look, Atlas. They almost on weirdo status to me. Like they're getting near. I think they're pretty much there. That's a weirdo company. I'm gonna have to go ahead and just say they're one of the weirdo companies.
I
out
think
there.
they're gonna put like Catherine.
Atlas is a weirdo company. It's just plain and simple. I'm just flat out. I'm just putting it out there.
So yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. Well, there you go, McJangles. Thank you for the question. Let's see here. Let me answer a couple more here. Player, since when do you think we will get Sword Art Online Hollow Realization? Realization? Is it Realization? This spring for this. When do you think we will get? They already announced that, dude. What type of weird question is this? It's coming out spring 2019 for the Switch. That's something that we.
But when?
Spring.
When in
And I
spring?
think they want to know early spring, late spring.
I don't know what the hell. How am I supposed to know that? It's the spring.
You're the inside
Yeah.
information man.
They said spring. It's spring. So
April,
yeah,
May.
April to June.
June, July,
June is
August,
summer.
September.
July is summer. So
June is summer too.
Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet comes out
December,
in the summer.
Disgaea 4. Who knows?
Oh my gosh! All right, you guys' questions are getting weird. So, predicting any. This will be the last one that we end off on because it's a good question. Any predictions for Smash DLC, Smash Ultimate DLC? Give us your predictions. Go, Stealth.
Well, so one of the rumored characters is I can't even pronounce his name, but it's basically the main character from Dragon Quest 1 to 3. Erdrick, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't say it, but yeah, Erdrick. That's been rumored to be one of the characters. I'd like to see a level 5 character. Professor Layton, I think, would be really cool. I like Professor Layton. Who else?
Oh
I mean,
my
there's just
gosh.
You
Sorry.
okay, Andy?
No, I got the. I don't know this McJangles.
What happened?
No, because you told me to answer the question to McJangles because I knew him.
Yeah.
I got mixed up. I don't know who.
She has a different
is.
McJangles.
Oh, you got multiple McJangles.
No,
Okay.
He has multiple
the one
McJangles.
I was referencing was Jugs McGee. I don't know why.
that's a great name.
Classy titles, people. Classy names
Yeah.
for your channel.
Right up there with Leisure Suit Larry. You know what I'm saying? And names like Jugs McGee. It's a solid name. You know his game when he says, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Jugs McGee." You know what he's after right there. There's no hiding.
I think he said he was confused. Like, who is this chick shouting me out?
No, we're talking about McJangles, dude. McJangles.
Okay.
Nobody's. I don't see a Jugs McGee here in the chat. Where's Jugs McGee?
And
Oh, I see
Yeah,
him.
where he at?
Oh yeah, I see him. Jugs. Yeah, no, not McJangles. I said McJangles, not Jugs McGee. I was saying
Yeah,
McJangles is your boy, right?
Oh, there is a Jugs McGee here too.
There is
Wow.
a Jugs McGee. He's right there, man.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
Jugs in the chat tonight, and I'm very excited.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Just
Stealth,
an
you wanna
oversight.
You want to continue on there, Stealth?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think most of the characters are probably going to be Japanese third-party characters. I'd be really excited for a Dragon Quest character. You know, even though Square has been a bit of a tightwad in terms of like the content, only letting 2 Final Fantasy songs be in the game, having only 2 spirits be in the game, being Geno and Mallow, really no Square history at all is in this game. So I would like to. So even though I would want a Dragon Quest character, I'd be afraid they'd only add maybe two songs and they wouldn't really do anything with it. But that'd be pretty cool. But really, no one can predict what they're gonna do. They're crazy.
You think they can't, but I got the real inside information this time. All right, you ready for this, OJ? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, in no particular order except for one of them. All right, so now that we have Joker coming, right? So now it opens the floodgates for all these extra third-party ideas and collaborations. All right, so Sora, guaranteed we're going to now get Sora. I wasn't on the Sora train until after Joker was announced, and I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here. Sora for sure. They are going to do a little bit of Final Fantasy. Boom, they're going to throw Noctis in there because every girl loves Noctis, so they got to get some girl player fan base. So Noctis, don't knock Noctis. Noctis is a high possibity.
Hey, he was in Tekken. He could be in anything.
Exactly. They'll throw him anywhere.
What about 2B?
Nah, too sexual.
Bayonetta?
Bayonetta's already, yeah, but Bayonetta's at least a little.
She's
So
coming.
there's only enough
She's a
room
little
for
less
one sexual
sexualized now.
character.
2B is extremely sexualized now,
Dude,
way
Bayonetta
more.
is pole
Way-
dances.
But listen,
Her clothes come off
Listen,
and she attacks you.
Yeah,
Or her
but
tight
but
latex or whatever she wears.
Listen. They don't want to.
She
They only put Bayonetta there for
insinuates
fan
that
service.
she's down
first.
to have sex a lot, but not have kids in her. But by the way, in her games.
Listen. It's okay. As much as I like 2B, 2B ain't going to be there. 2B or not to be. So maybe
2B
we'll see. I don't know.
Bayonetta's
But-
way more sexualized than 2B. That's what I'm gonna say here.
I disagree on a search basis on what's
Have you
out there
played the
online right
Bayonetta
now.
games? You ain't played the Bayonetta
I
games.
have played but I'm talking about the fan bases online. If you compare,
They're both bad. They're
they're
both
both bad,
34
but 2B
done.
right now, 2B is like up here. Bayonetta's like still here. 2B is up there. You can't even see it.
Bro.
You could put like leggings on her and then call
No,
it a day.
2B's just newer. Bayonetta,
Yeah,
in terms of
but more
sexualized, Bayonetta
fascinating.
is
Listen,
highly
Bayonetta
more sexualized in terms of their game.
2B over Bayonetta any day. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay,
Screw
fine.
Bayonetta,
That's
trash
fine.
tier. All right.
Okay.
So, what else? What was I? Oh, Crash Bandicoot, 100%. Possible Banjo. It's gonna be one of the two, maybe both. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they'll do more DLC than just 5. And then the final one, or the one that comes out towards the end of next year, will be a Generation 8 Pokemon.
Okay.
Okay.
Real information,
My
100% fact.
my predictions, I definitely think a Dragon Quest character could be in there just because Square Enix and Nintendo have a good Dragon Quest history. I don't think Geralt is possible. No, I don't. Somebody said Geralt. I don't think Geralt's possible. I'm not gonna pick any Western characters, guys. I mean, although this would be the time to get a Western third-party character, I just don't know if.
Until it happens, I'm not picking one.
Yeah, until it happens, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's going to.
Because we've had 7 third-party characters already, I think.
And Crash
That
could've
they've all
been-
been Japanese.
Crash could have been in there, like in the base
Yeah.
game, and he wasn't. Like they had a prime opportunity potentially to get Crash, and they did it. So
They could have
They will.
for Pete's sake.
well, I
They
mean,
could do-
that's still a first-party character. I mean, yeah, I mean, people are talking about Travis Touchdown. I mean, I would pick Travis Touchdown over any third big like Geralt or any like what I think is going to be there.
Dude, Geralt's in like 2 other games announced right now. Like he's in what the fighter is he in?
Soul
Was it Soul Calibur?
Yeah,
and
Soul
then he's going to be in Monster Hunter World.
Yeah,
So
There's a
like,
crossover costume, I think. Yeah.
no, he's fully in the game. Like
Oh, is
he's
he in the game?
yeah. They showed a whole like
Oh.
trailer for it. Like he just apparently
Oh.
joins the world as like, oh, I like to hunt, and so like that's
I
it.
mean, I wouldn't mind to see him as like a spirit or something. I think that'd be pretty
I
cool.
don't think they're gonna have any type of Geralt type of stuff in there. I don't know
No.
what CD Projekt Red's relationship with Nintendo is. Like, there's been nothing from CD
Zero.
Projekt Red on any Nintendo system. So all of a sudden, Geralt shows up. I mean, like at least
They haven't even shook hands at a convention. They don't even know each other.
Yeah, at least Persona's been on a Nintendo platform before. At least they have like Persona Q1 and Q2. Joker's been on this, like been on Nintendo. Nintendo and Atlas have a history. Like there's zero history between CD Projekt Red and Nintendo. Zero. So
What about Xenoblade?
I think Rex has a pot. I mean, there's always a shot. You know?
I think it's not gonna happen.
No, guys, we're not going with these technically King K. Rool, technically Diddy Kong. Guys, Donkey Kong.
They're Nintendo characters.
They're Nintendo characters. It's a Japanese franchise.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know.
Rare developed them. Whatever. It's a Japanese franchise, which had to be approved by Miyamoto. They didn't just do things on their own accord and then publish it themselves. And they had to go through Miyamoto.
Yeah.
He helped out with designs and stuff here or there. Like Rare doesn't own. It's not theirs. You know. It's. Rare did not take Donkey Kong and King K. Rool with them. They took what they made, which was their stuff that is distinctively Western. Banjo-Kazooie, right? That's a Western type of thing. And they took, what was it, Conquer. They took Conquer. They took Perfect Dark. Yeah, they took all the stuff that was actually Western. And then all the stuff that wasn't, like King K. Rool and Diddy, that Nintendo also helped make, they left there. So, no. But anyway. Those are my picks. My picks are
Phoenix Wright, Rayman.
Phoenix Wright, sure. Rayman, that's the one Western character that I thought had a chance of getting in, and he didn't. So maybe he gets in. He's a spirit, huh?
Yeah, he's
Spirit,
a pain in the butt to get
Well,
him.
R.I.P.
All right. Well, there you
No
go.
Rayman.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was the PE Podcast number 33. That was a good show. We had my boy Stealth on here. Thank you so much, Stealth. We would love to have you back again if you ever get the opportunity. I know you're going to be working pretty soon, so maybe one more time before you have to go back to doing crunching numbers and all that crap that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still find time for you though.
Okay. Shout out.
As long as you don't bring up Gamatsu again.
I will not bring up Gamatsu unless they bring up you again. And I will have the comments ready. And that's the only way I'll bring up Gamatsu. If I head down to the comment section and they mention, I will bring it to your attention, and that's it. We won't have a little segment, a little comedy segment on there. We'll make fun of something else.
But yeah, I'd always love to come back.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Stealth, since you're a guest, you want to go ahead and let people know where they can find you? Maybe actually, I'll put a link to your Twitter, but want to go ahead and talk about your Twitter page and kind of what you're doing there?
Sure. So you can find me, at Stealth 40K, and I talk about Nintendo, JRPGs, and just anything I want to, which is wonderful.
And he's also very close to the 10K.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, 10K on Twitter. So make sure you guys go follow him. I just linked it. Make sure you follow. He always has some entertaining tweets. Always good stuff.
So sometimes not intentionally entertaining.
Not intentionally entertaining, but you're there.
But it happens.
Yeah, you're there, man. You're there. So, and shout outs to UConn, by the way. Great basketball school.
Thank you.
School. All right, and Jordan Fringe. F is for Fringe, my boy. Where can they find you and your hair?
You can find me and my hair right on my channel called Fringe. I'll put it there. So right there. It's just called Fringe now. New content's coming soon. The redesign's coming soon. I'm really happy with my ideas for new content. Got some big ideas for fun videos that I'm just doing because I want to make them. And yeah, and then you can find me every week here Thursdays. So yeah.
Also,
and Twitter.
One more shout out to Abaddon. He did donate another $2. And he did say, and this was a little bit ago, I forgot to read it. He says, hey, that's not my Toon Link. He's an orphan now because he got bodied. he got killed. He got bodied. So he's relinquishing his Toon Link. So shout outs to Abaddon. Thank you for the $2 donation, man. Both donations of the stream. Thank you. And also, last but definitely not least, it's everyone's favorite little sis on the internet. Mandy, where can they find you?
You can find me on my Twitter at MandyLeePlays, and I have a channel which I will leave a link right now. Please subscribe. Yes. I would appreciate it.
And Mandy's going to be working hard at a lot of great high quality videos that
Yep.
shows how awesome she is and how confident she is in her work, huh, Mandy?
Yep, I am
Yeah.
experimenting with different things, learning how to
I
edit
enjoy her
better.
channel quite a bit. I just want to say.
Oh, what an honor! Thank you. Like,
I I enjoy Mandy's channel
Yeah,
a
I do
lot.
find that I'm like, oh, does she have his new video out? And then,
I do
I've been
Nintendo
watching
stuff.
Mandy since she had like 100 subscribers, but I did it.
Bad?
Yeah, I was like one of your first 100.
Oh my!
Oh my
Thank
my.
you.
Yeah, but
I was
I didn't.
90. I think I was 99, and I'm just saying.
I was like 100 and like something. Like I
Yeah, I
found your
was.
channel a while ago, and I was like, well, I won't say why I subscribed, but I subscribed, and I
Huh.
just subscribed.
I mean, it makes it sound bad.
It makes it sound bad, but I don't have any real reason to subscribe. I just subscribed. I'm just saying I
Oh,
don't have
thank
any real
you.
reason. I just subscribed. But yeah, so yeah, I subscribed. But no, there was no anything outside of that. But yeah.
Thank.
So yeah, I did subscribe to Mandy's channel. She's an awesome channel. So make sure you guys check out Little Sister's channel. She's awesome. And you linked it, right, Mandy? Okay.
I hope. Yeah.
Yeah. See, look, D says I'm subbing now, Mandy.
Oh,
There you
thank
go.
you.
There you
You
go.
guys, thank you, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Mandy, you should get your sister on. You guys look so much alike.
Well, she lives in Orlando, so
Oh, well, you're always posting pictures with her. I thought she like lives like right by you. I thought you guys live like in
no,
the same house. Oh, never mind then.
no, she moved to Orlando.
Oh,
But I am very close to my sister. I
yeah.
wanted to do a video with her because she got a Switch, and she's kind of a casual player. So I wanted to ask her questions
Yeah.
like, a casual person would know, and like, do they care? But then she was like, "Oh no, I'm too shy."
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. So yeah, Mandy, they unsubbed. Look at that, guys. Make sure you check that you're still subbed to all of our channels. I know a lot of you guys got unsubbed from my channel too after the purge. So yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We will be back potentially at the same time and potentially at the same place. Who knows? Maybe we'll be at 5:17 p.m. PT / 8:17 p.m. PT next time. Who knows?
Who knows?
I do random times. I do random times at times. But anyway,
He'll just pop up with a stream.
I'll just maybe I'll just do that. And make sure you get your $12 Coach Essence jackets at Walmart. Very, very comfortable. I like this very much. So get your Coach Essence jackets at Walmart. I'm thinking about getting a Smash Brothers patch and like putting like a patch, like a Smash, like a nice patch right here. That'd be dope. Since
Wow.
you can't really buy like normal Smash Brothers like merchandise, which
You
I wish you
could.
could. It's like from like third party. So like Nintendo doesn't have like official Smash merchandise.
Well, I am the queen of third-party sellers of Nintendo.
I know you have a lot of different shirts. Yeah, everyone's saying Stealth's got to come back. Stealth, you got to come back, my man.
Anytime you want me.
You got to come back. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Say bye, Jordan.
Arrivederci.
Say
I
bye,
was
Stealth.
saying bye.
Say bye,
Bye.
Stealth, before I go offline.
Bye.
Oh, we're still alive.
Peace
Oh, I thought
out.
we were offline.
No, not yet. Bye, everyone. Peace.